Friends, all good things come to an end. So is Josh25. It's an emotional moment for all of us. I felt great bonding with all of you. Last 2 days, all the moments of fun, all the connections we have made in last 2 days, so much love, so much motivation and so much appreciation. It's been great moment for me to be here as your MC. I would like to thank everyone who believed in me and gave me a chance to be your MC today. Before I leave, I need to hand over the stage. It's my privilege to introduce him, a person who always inspires me, encourages me to do more. One with a young heart, full of romance. A person who loves reading, passionate about traveling, and a coffee lover. Married to Miltonian Meena. Let me welcome the Secretary General of Josh 2025, Miltonian Vikram Pungalia.
Hello. Thank you, Dr. Ruchita. Thank you for a wonderful Master of Ceremony for the last session. It will be remembered for long. Thank you. I would be taking few minutes, so I request everybody to be in the hall. We are going to sum up and give vote of thanks, followed by some important announcements. So my request everybody to please be seated and have all your attention here. Let's recap. Ajit, can you please have a seat? Can you have all the people sitting here? Everybody here, please. Of course, you can pay later also. Okay. So good evening, friends. The Josh still high? Most probably once you go back home, as you said, seen yesterday, culturals, high. So as we wrap up these past few days, take a look around this room. We came here from different places with different background for different intentions. But we are leaving today or tomorrow maybe of growing self and of course the community beyond ourselves. I acknowledge and heartily thank each one of you for being here in Pune. We definitely missed a few guests, isn't it? Yes. But at the same time, during the 3-day convention, I interacted with few Miltonians and found out that many of the Miltonians have attended this convention in spite of their personal challenges at their home or at their office. But they made it a point to be here in Josh 25. This is indeed a very emotional moment for all of us. So much love and blessings we are getting from you. You would have noticed that the Josh 25 convention is slightly different. In addition to the wisdom of so many veterans coming on and on in each convention, there is an additional josh and enthusiasm of the young Miltonians across not only Pune, but all the chapters. It could be in participating in the competitions, it could be taking part in the culturals, or even being a master of ceremony. Friends, this is a very good sign for Milt fraternity, isn't it? Yes. Now let me walk through to the 3 days of Jallosh we had in Josh 25. Let me remind you of day 1, that was almost 2 days back. This welcome inside, remember, in the hall, was done with much fanfare, with all Miltonians joining in the dhol, tasha, and the rhythmic ensemble of the tutari as well. This is a cultural fabric of Maharashtra. With the national anthem and Milt player, the chairman of Josh 25, Tushar Parag, welcomed all the delegates from all chapters of of all the chapters of Milt. Shraddhanjali to our mentor Apuresh was given by playing the video of Simultala School. Danny read the theme card, Rise of Day 1. The MC of the session Day 1 was our firebrand leader, Dr. Aditi Sethia, who shared her personal rise occasion when she decided to reappear for her exams and coming out with flying colors. The inauguration was done by lighting of the diyas here by all the chapter presidents and delegates. First of its kind, we did a digital souvenir opening by our ED, Miltonian Seha Gurudurai. Please go through that WhatsApp and share with all your Miltonian friends. The Human Resources Relations Feedback Competition brought out the best of the human values, like do the very best, live in day-tight compartments, create happiness for others, and the ever-popular, fill your mind with. The HR competition started well by the fiery young speaker from Bengaluru, Nairanjana Bhattacharya, a fighter Sanjay Mansukhani, ever-smiling Hansa, Prabhu Vijay Bargotra, and regular participant Arunagiri, along with other competitors. The next leadership competition was Talk to Get Action, wherein competitors talked about importance of health checkup before taking up any sports activity, or not to ignore calls from near and dear ones to one consulting a doctor instead of taking self-medicine, to even rechecking the boarding pass. The speakers like Miltonian Anita, Rupa Sridhar, Pradipto, Amruta, and others gave excellent talks. This was followed by Spread Your Kindness, the concept through IoT cards explained by Miltonian Suhasini. And the journey of the various cards traveled throughout India. The MC3, the impromptu competition followed, and that brought out nostalgic as well as the recent memories. The boat ride, to the society fight, to Ashok enjoying his drinks, to the recent celebration is Josh25 by Lakshmanan. The MC3 for the day was Miltonian Meena, who shared her fitness journey of being a triathlon and the Kailas Mansarovar Parikrama. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I'll just check that day 2. Sorry. Okay, I'll just go back slightly behind because I was talking about day 2. Introduction to Apuresh Acharya Foundation and related offerings made by Miltonian Jagir Singh Jabbal, as Miltonian Kaiser could not attend. This is a great opportunity to induct more Miltonians in the Milt fraternity. First time competition at any competition, the group fantasizing brought out the creativity of 3-member gangs. All of them really well into the character of the object, continuing the story as well. It was a fun competition, and we saw the Bharni couple with Rama Ramesh fantasizing on eraser, or all the ladies group from Calcutta being a stick, to some group fantasizing being a sword or a suitcase. The first technical winning paper was presented by Miltonian Gaurav Begwani from Kolkata chapter, which was well received by the fraternity, but some of them still confused on the words yes, no, and maybe. Another first of Josh25 convention was introduction of the inspiring stories. The works of these 5 Miltonians working outside the Milt social projects was shown as a short video of 2 minutes. The 5 Miltonians got a standing ovation from all the delegates for the great contribution to the human race. With a long day over, some of the delegates traveling throughout the night, the stress of the day was relieved by the evening session of Beat Your Stress. With the great participation seen on the day, the event looked like a great success. The day 2 started with an early morning golden hour session conducted by Dr. Arunagiri. This was well attended by more than 50 participants in the meeting room. The proceedings started with the installation of Master of Ceremony, Miltonian Amol Nunawat, who shared the changes he brought in this industry to turn around into resounding success. The leadership competition 2 has talked to convince, wherein Miltonian Anita, Samia, Sham, Mala, Manjunath, Geeta, and more, totaling 12 participants, convinced us on the topics ranging from AI digital to agricultural to reading labels before buying any food packets. The legacy, what started in Breakfast Break Free 23, continued. And the Milt icon inspired us all by his exemplary worth. Miltonian Chaitanya shared his story. The technical paper 2 was presented by the first time TP winner from the Middle East chapter, Miltonian Nisha Sanjeev. Then we had a TGA and a IUT card concept. The MC3 for the day was Miltonian Meena, who shared her fitness journey of being a triathlete, and the Kailas Mansarovar Parikra, and how it inspired many around her. The TTI competition shown a high quality of presentation of all the competitors, wherein Miltonian Pooja explained how yoga can be done with props. Harcharan explained us the role of various editings being before a movie is released. To Vaishnavi, talking about how to use generative AI to make your task easier. To J.S. Nathan's procedure of making honey at home. The technical paper 3 was presented by Miltonian Diya Parak, a first-time cup winner for Pune. The annual reporting of social projects, including the Milt School, and the projects by each chapter were updated by the respective chapter trust chairmen. As usual, we look forward for the culturals. The culturals were colorful and all the 6 chapters, very innovative ideas, including the songs, the dance performers, the quizzes, the monologues, and the mimicry. Once again, the highlights were the children taking the lead this time. We come to the day 3, that's today. Day 3 started with a sound healing session, a very unique concept, calming your mind. This was conducted by Kirandip Kaur, daughter of Miltonian Nagpalji. The MC4 was the young and dynamic and fresh Diya Parak, who talked about her Kathak journey. This was followed by the pegging. I appreciate the large number of people who attended it and encouraged the participants. Thanks to Miltonian Sukesh and Kishore, this was very well organized. And the congratulations to the winners, Dvij, Amita Huja, and Guna. The true Milt icon, Miltonian Venkatnathan, shared an unbelievable story as to his commit to uplift a woman from a forest village into a world stage. This was followed by the dramatics competition, and that all the competitors shall truly give a run for their money, whether it is Hollywood, Bollywood, Collywood. This ranged from Shweta losing 1 crore in digital scam to Abhay Mishra almost getting married off as a bride. The technical paper 4 was presented by Miltonian Pooja Bajaj. After lunch in the last session, the MC5 for the day was Dr. Ruchita Chordia, who has literally saved thousands of lives by her emergency medical training. 4 more inspiring stories were shared with the 2-minute short videos. The TP paper 5 was presented by Miltonian Shyam Lata. Again, a new concept in Josh25 was introduced of expert talk. This was presented by Miltonian Manish Punglia, explaining about the importance of early DNA or gene testing. Miltonian Manbir and Miltonian Uday Karelia carried out the Aporesh legacy quest involving each one of you into this event. This really helped us as a fundraiser as well. Thank you. A massive thank you to our incredible speakers who challenged themselves, our sponsors who made this possible, and behind-the-scene teams who worked tirelessly. But most importantly, thank you all for attending, for participating, for the energy you brought into every session. Thank you. I request each one of you to visit the digital souvenir. It's really well made, and go through the support given by the sponsors by giving the advertisements. I would just like to thank a few very important, first of all, a very big thank you for our mentor, Aporesh Acharya, who sowed the seeds and gave us this beautiful community. A massive thank you for our chairman, Tushar, whom the Pune chapter and hence the convention. We thank Miltonian and architect of Pune chapter, Miltonian Daniel Jacob. And loving Danny for the training of the MCs. Thank you, Danny and Durai, for even visiting to Pune midway to encourage us, our Josh25 team. I would like to thank the sponsors of the events. The meal was sponsored by the Mumbai chapter, by the Pune chapter, Miltonian Vijay Bharni and Deepak Bharni, Quantum Infinity Papers Private Limited, Miltonian Sheila and Abhay Sopti, Miltonian Chaitanya Sutappa and Lakshmanan. We would also like to thank the making of the convention kit. Miltonian Arunagiri Mudliar for the beautiful bag. This time it's different, it has got a Pune touch. As usual, Miltonian Prakash Badera for the dry fruits, but these were not consumed because the TP papers were really interesting. Miltonian Ravindra Bhandari for the agarbattis which spread fragrances throughout the year. Miltonian Rishabh Budhani for the room hampers.
Miltonian Ravindra Bhandari has also committed 1,05,000 additionally over and above this particular contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miltonian Sandeep Nahar for the awards and trophies which are eagerly awaited. Miltonian Vishal Ranka for the ID cards, what you're seeing. Miltonian Sarika Oswal for the enriching input books available. I would like to mention very specific supporters, Miltonian Vikas Rungta, who helped us to finalize this venue and give the best services. I would also like to thank Miltonian Rajendra Parak. On day one, when the concept of this advertisement and digital souvenir was there, we were short of resources. And when we discussed this point, he said, go ahead, I have a team and I will support you for making the videos and the digital souvenir. So thank you, Miltonian Rajendra Parak and his team. The team behind Josh25 is our strength, definitely, and our chairman would be introducing them during the award ceremony. I would also like to thank the Hyatt Hotel team, right from the banquet management, the hall management, the front desk, the chef, the security, the safety team, the bellboy. I'm really we are a bit surprised in spite of being this five-star property, they were willing to help us in whatever best way they can do. Thank you to the Hyatt team. I would like to whatever nowadays concept of all audio-visual, you started seeing this from Break Free and earlier also. So a big round of applause for the AV team, Soham Events for the AV support. Unknowingly, I would have missed some names. Some supporters, sincerely apologies from the Pune team for that. But please accept our gratitude and heartfelt thanks for your support in every way. Before I give the call of action for next to do, I would like to invite our ED, Miltonian Durai, as he has something to share. Yes.
Before I start, I have a request to Pune team, organizing team. Can we get all the delegates who are outside, get the tea inside, tea coffee inside and be seated? So good evening, friends. Leadership is a responsibility, particularly after having gone through the session just concluded on Apresh legacy. Leading Mill organization is a divine privilege. So, it is my responsibility to ensure that leadership is delivered as a sacred responsibility and our mill projects continue to flourish and become centers of excellence. Our chapters become vibrant. Our training take roots deeper and starts growing. To set that, to make all this happening, equally it is very important that the charter guidelines handed over to me 3.5 years back, I'm keeping intact and ensuring that the process is well carried forward so the organization, mill organization, continues to flourish and grow. It's a big responsibility for me. Continuing yesterday's business session, we had marathon discussion up to night 11:30 with, again, Miltonian chartered accountant professionals plus corporate professionals. Today morning, during the breaks also, we had continued deliberations. Please trust me, I'll deliver my level best on behalf of the entire mill fraternity to ensure that mill organization flourish, progress over time. So, thank you very much. As a formality to conclude the yesterday discussion, I'll just place two important notes before you so that the trust body can take it forward and formalize it. Number one is to appoint Miltonian Samina, Miltonian Raman, Miltonian Akpalji, and Miltonian Sita Holla as new trustees into Central Mill Charitable Trust. Number one. Number two, the tenure of Central Mill Charitable Trust chairman will expire on 31/7/2027. That means chairman of the Central Mill Charitable Trust, as well as holding the executive director responsibility of the fraternity. The electoral process for the new chairman will commence on 1st April 2027 and will be conducted by an electoral officer and electoral body to be appointed by the Board of Trustees on or before 31st March 2027. So giving due respect to the Apresh Acharya's letter and the search committee, what are the good work they have done, it is my duty to ensure that I abide by the guidelines set by them and go through the process so the organization is respected much higher, put on a priority before the individual self. This is my humble submission. I request the House to give approval for me so that I can roll out the process in the coming period. Thank you very much.
Dura is a person who doesn't keep anything open. He wanted to conclude this from yesterday. Yes, friends, the call of action. Now the real work begins. The convention is over, but don't let these sessions remain in your head and be nostalgic going back. Do take one idea which has appealed to you over these last 3 days, whether when you're interacting with the people, whatever you've taken from the MC or from the competitions. Put them in motion from the 1st Jan 2026. Reach out to the person you met in the convention. Let's make this world a better place because I came here. Thank you. Thank you. Just before you leave the hall, last few announcement. There is going to be a special, I'm sure you will be waiting for 2 very important announcements. Please be seated. Pritesh? Okay. So tomorrow 7 a.m., there will be a satsang arranged in the meeting hall, and this will be conducted by our ED, Durai. 7 a.m. The same meeting hall where we had the sessions, where the registration was done, the same meeting halls, 7 a.m. This will be followed by breakfast, or the breakfast is also anyway starting at 6:30. The checkouts would be by around 11 o'clock. If you have not yet given your travel details outside, please share it with the FAT team. And the award ceremony would start at 6:45. Righto. So the next announcement. Yeah, but I'm not seeing. Okay. So are we ready now that convention is over? Are you waiting to know what next? Right?